Hey guys, okay, this is some prime time shit. Now, what would you guys do if I sat here and told you that I have evidence that those bones are not Teresa's? You're probably going to tell me that I'm out of my fucking mind. Guess what? I am not, and I have the proof right here. Now, you're probably thinking, well, how do I have the proof? Because Lynn Johnson of my group is fucking amazing. Amazing. On top of that, she lives in Canada. And Canada submitted a report, blog from that was submitted to Zellner about the bones. And the wrongly convicted, which I believe they're the ones helping Brandon, have definitively proven that those bones are not hers. And the reason why Lynn plays so much of a factor is I will get to that after. But you guys are gonna fucking shit. Okay. So I'm going to get right down to it. How do I know the bones aren't Teresa's? Because what the wrongly convicted discovered is that the analyzed material is in fact a general mitochondrial, I am so sorry if I fucked that up, science was never my best subject, mitochondrial DNA match connected to a relative of Halbach's mother and not the actual bones of Halbach herself. I will say that again. The analyzed material is in fact a general mitochondrial DNA match connected to a relative of Halbach's mother and not the actual bones of Halbach herself. Holy shit. Okay, now you're going to say, well, whose fucking bones are they? Check this out. We all know about... All right, I'm not even going to go. I'm going to go a different way. So Lynn figured out, yay Lynn, because she's fucking amazing, down the, tree branches, because we already also know, and we just talked about this in my last video, that this family is related to fucking everybody. Nobody knows how, but they're all related. Down the treeways, it's a Kraus, not Kratz, a Kraus married a Halbach. Their daughter, Linda, married Steve Schmidt. Then in another tree, we have Sakatawi, I totally fucked that up, who married a Schmidt. Then you have the son of them who had a daughter named Judy, who married John, who is Carmen's dad. The reason why I say John, and I didn't give the last name, because it's John Bootwell, Carmen's dad. If you are not familiar with who Carmen is, which I'm sure you are, but just in case you're not. Carmen is a girl who looks a lot like Teresa, who died on November 3rd, who has the same height and build as Teresa, and mysteriously died in a hotel. She was arrested, I believe on the 10th to the 17th. She spent time in Manitowoc County. Yay, I got it right, Manitowoc. See, for you, Carrie. And in Manitowoc, her boyfriend, she got out and her boyfriend got arrested like on Halloween. And then 3 days later, she died. I mean, it was very strange. But what's even stranger is that her body was left to the police. And it wasn't Link, but it was Wengert, I think, or Rennick or one of them. Her body was left to them. Now, as strange as that is, it gets even weirder. The police decided or convinced her parents that they should be cremated, that she should be cremated. I can't tell you how many times people have said, people have said that maybe it's Carmen's bones. And other people have said that maybe Teresa's alive. Okay, I know personally Lynn gets more shit that she decided to just keep her mouth shut, that Carmen is still alive. I'm sorry, that Teresa's still alive. And I could be honest with you guys, anybody that tells me Teresa's alive, I'm like, woohoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. There's no way. It's almost too, unfathomable. There's just no way. But Lynn's sticking with this theory, and I can't really say she's wrong. if you guys remember in my last video, I discussed that Teresa's case was closed on the 4th. She was reported missing on the 3rd, and then on the 4th, the case was closed. This was all documented conversation on the dispatch. So, and then it was miraculously reopened on the 5th. I don't think you guys comprehend the scope of this cover-up if all of this turns out to be true and Teresa's alive somewhere. But what we do know as of right now, these bones are not Teresa's. The bones that they found were Carmen's. And don't forget, guys, you heard that here first, that Carmen's bones are the ones that they put to Teresa. And it also goes in perfect sync with Kratz's letter, and I will put a link to that. It's actually on the website already. That Kratz wrote a letter, and a piece of it, he was writing it to Sherry Kulane, and at the bottom he says, I heard that it's a match. Amazing. Okay, why would it be amazing if it was Teresa's bones, you fucking moron? So that hit me, whoa. But I had nothing to back it up. I didn't know what he was talking about. I could imagine. Well, guess what? Now I have the fucking evidence. These weren't not Teresa's bones. So Teresa is either alive somewhere, or she died and a family gave her a perfect funeral, which would totally make sense with the fact that her car looks like it was in an accident. Would make perfect sense in this fact that, you know, Kratz writes this letter, like, how do they match? And, you know, I knew Kratz was a fucking douchebag, and I knew that all of these people were complete assholes. I did not ever imagine it went to this length. And that would explain also why Mike looked so calm in the video, in this docuseries. Now, I want to finish this up before my dog goes fucking crazy. Zellner, I was going to call it Kellner. Zellner wrote a tweet on February 8th of 2016 that says, only SA suspect, big red flags on others, must have to do with big green dollars. Now, neither one of these families had big green dollars. The first thing I thought of, and I can't say for sure, but the first thing I thought of with big green dollars is Green Bay. And the fact that the organization of the police and the FBI and everybody else is involved. And to tie this into the fact that certain people, and out of respect for the family, I'll keep them nameless for now, but certain people that I've spoke of being my number one suspect, right after October 31st, or right after November 5th, he tried selling a gun, 22 caliber. He moved, completely demolished his trailer, and was living in a $150,000 house. I don't know how you'd go from one to the other. And it's just absolutely mind-blowing, the cover-up and the shit that's going on here. So that's what I have for you. That was my prime time. And I think it's pretty fucking huge that, yeah, don't forget, guys, you heard it here first. All of the documents are going to be listed on the website. I'll have it done tonight. It's Making a Murderer, LE for lawenforcement.com. I don't know why I can't even talk anymore. Lawenforcement.com. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And again, don't forget, you heard it here first. Big congratulations to Lynn for that family tree. And that's it. Peace out, guys.